guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about parasites. So if you want to learn more about these charming little critters, stick around, subscribe if you're not already, give this video a like if you learned something, and click that notification bell so you know when my next video is coming out. And with that, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so today, like I've already mentioned, we are talking about parasites. Now a parasite is an organism that takes nutrients from a living organism. For instance, and pardon my really bad artwork, but we have a tapeworm and a person. And of course, the tapeworm takes nutrients from the intestines, which are down in here. And as a result, the human loses nutrients because the tapeworm takes those nutrients. Another aspect of parasites is the host. So sticking with our tapeworm theme, the host of a tapeworm can vary because there are many different types of tapeworms, but in this case we are actually going to go two routes with it. It could come from pork, and then get into the body via that uncooked meal. So for this, the food, you could get it via the you are the host. The tapeworm is the parasite. The pork would be the initial host, the primary host, and then you would become a secondary host. Now, some parasites actually require this host, this different host. For instance, the mosquito carries what's called plasmodium, which is the organism that causes malaria in people. When the female mosquito bites you, it transmits the organism into your bloodstream, and that in turn gives you malaria. Now that we've talked about that, now 40%, let's talk about some numbers really quick. 40% of all animals are parasites. And 70% of those parasites cannot be seen. Now you know why I don't write on whiteboards very often. That's right. So 70% of the parasites cannot be seen by the naked eye. And we call those microparasites. And we're going to talk about those in just a second. But before we get to them, we're going to talk about macroparasites. These obviously are large parasites, things you can see with the naked eye. This would include botflies, fleas, mosquitoes, oops, I can spell. I don't think we'll be doing one of these again. The other type are the microparasites. So we have macro and micro. And we know that the microparasites, you're not going to see these guys. But Plasmodium is one example. An example of a microparasite, like we talked about earlier, the botfly. That is another example of a macroparasite. Now, there is another one that we can talk about, and that is an ectoparasite. An ectoparasite is one that lives on the host. So an example of that would be a flea. It could be a mite, potentially. It could be mosquitoes, lice. Okay. The other type that we're going to talk about are the endoparasites. Endoparasites include tapeworm, flukes, tapeworms and flukes, yep. And these guys, again, they live inside the body. There are a whole lot more parasites that we're going to talk about in this series. But before I leave you, how exactly can you catch a parasite? Well, you can get it from raw food. undercooked food. So if you don't get your food to the right temperature, um, you can get it from insect bites. Another way you can get it is, believe it or not, environmental exposure. There are parasites that you can pick up just from ingesting water. So those are different, a little few ways that you can pick up parasites. It's also important to know that each parasite brings with it its own problems, its own set of side effects, potentially. As well as some can even cause disease or disfigurement. So, with that, I am going to let you go. A little bit different type of video today. That's always a good thing. I promise you there is more coming on this subject. Thank you for sticking with me. Tell your friends. Share this video with somebody that might enjoy it. Don't know who that is, but share it. Give it a like. Comment in the description. And have fun. Bye.